Welcome back to Biology on Earth. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss about different patterns of evolution. So first pattern is called as the Convergent Evolution. What is Convergent Evolution? When the unrelated animals, they converging on same form or same structure because that form is very adaptive in their common environment. What is the meaning of this? For example, there are different animals. These all animals are totally unrelated, but they are living in common environment. So that's why their characteristic features, or we can say their some organs, they evolve in such a way that all the organs, they look similar and they perform similar function because of they want to adapt in this common environment. So this is called the convergent evolution. As an example, we have already discussed in previous video where I have discussed this in detail. If you want to know more about this in detail, you can follow the link in description box. So here the example is wings in birds, insects and bats. Now birds and bats, they are mammals, but insects are not mammals, they are invertebrates. All of these, they have wings, and wings help them in flying because they all are aerial animals or aerial invertebrates. So that's why they want to fly. So that's why they develop wings, which are common in structure and in function. So this type of evolution is called as the convergent evolution. So convergent evolution always produce analogous structures. Analogous structures are the structures which are not have common ancestry, which are not have common embryonic development. They have the structural and functional similarity. So this is called the analogous structures. So convergent evolution produce the analogous structures. Similarity among unrelated species as a result of convergent evolution is called as the homoplasy. So all these structures which are called the wings of birds, insects and bats, they are called the homoplastic organs because they have some common in their structure and function. उसके बाद second is called the divergent evolution. It is the process by which more related species become more and more diverse or dissimilar. And divergent evolution produce the homologous structures. What are called the homologous structures? These structures which are having common ancestry, which are having common embryonic development, but they have differ in their structure and function. So this is called the homologous structures. As in case of limbs in mammals, जो mammals हैं इनमें जो limbs है ये develop होती हैं कि उनकी adaptation क्या है. जैसे जो यहाँ पे अगर हम whale की example लें तो whale एक mammal है और whale में flippers होते हैं क्योंकि वो उसका habitat क्या है, water है, तो उसको swimming करनी है, इसमें flippers होते हैं. अगर हम यहाँ पे horse की example लें तो जो horse है इसमें 4 legs होती हैं which help them in running. उसके बाद जो human है, human में जो 4 legs हैं means जो front वाली legs हैं they develop into hands which help in the holding of different objects. So all of these are mammals but their limbs modify according to their habitat. So this type of structures, when they have common ancestry, they have common embryonic development, but according to their habitat, their organs or their structures, they differ in their function and structure. So this is called the homologous structures. Then third is called the coevolution. Two or more species reciprocally influence each other evolution. For example, the predator-prey relationship, then the host-parasite relationship. The host evolved itself in such a way so that they develop some sort of resistance to this parasite, and parasite evolve in such a way that it cope with this resistance which is developed in host. So this is how the two organisms which are in some association, they evolve with the help of each other. This is called the coevolution, and it is also shown in competitive species. If there are two species which are competing with each other for the same resource, for the food, for the water, for space, so any type of resource, if these species they want to live in this geographical area and they are continuously competing with each other, they modify themselves in such a way to cope up with this competition. So they are continuously evolving if they want to live in this competing environment. So this is how the competitive species they co-evolve. Then the mutualistic species. Then fourth is called the parallel evolution. the development of similarities in separate but related evolutionary lineages. मीन्स यहाँ पे अगर सपोज एक एरिया है और ये एरिया दूसरा बहुत दूर है, अब दोनों में जो है ये डिफरेंट स्पीशीज यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट हैं, और अगर इनकी इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशंस जो हैं ये बिल्कुल सिमिलर होंगी तो ये इस तरीके से इवॉल्व होंगी कि इनमें सिमिलरली जो है एवोल्यूशन होगी। तो इसे हम बोलते हैं पैरेलल एवोल्यूशन। मींस लोकेशन बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है लेकिन क्योंकि हैबिटेट या कंडीशन सिमिलर है तो दोनों जो हैं ये इवॉल्व हो रही हैं, तो ये हो गई पैरेलल एवोल्यूशन। सो हियर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सिमिलैरिटीज इन द सेपरेट बट रिलेटेड एवोल्यूशनरी लीनिएज through the operation of similar selective factors on both lines. So fifth is called the adaptive radiation. Many related species evolve from single ancestral species as in case of Darwin finches. Means if there is one species or one ancestral species which help in the production of various species or various descendants, this is called the adaptive radiation. Now there are two conditions in which the adaptive radiation occur. First of all, if new species colonize the new area where no competitor is present, or secondly, if some competitor present on the area, that competitor extinct, then this new species which colonize the new area, it tends to radiate into different species. As for example, the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are present on the earth during the Jurassic period, but after the extinction of dinosaur, there is the evolution of mammals. Dinosaurs are reptiles. During the Jurassic periods, they are dominating species on earth, but after their extinction the mammals they become more dominating species. Darwin finches they evolved at the Galapagos Island, and fruit flies they evolved at the Hawaiian Islands. Now there are total almost 18 different species of Darwin finches, but when they move to the Galapagos Island, there is one species who moved to the Galapagos Island, and they evolve into 18 species according to their habitat in which they are living. So their beak size change accordingly the habitat in which they are living or the food resource on which they are depending. So this is how the evolution occur in the radiating way, which is called the adaptive radiation. So in the secondly, in the Hawaiian Island, the fruit flies they evolve into several hundred of species. So sixth is red queen hypothesis, which is given by Lake Van Valen in 1973. According to this hypothesis, the species continually evolve to maintain a level of adaptation against the competing species, which means the species continuously need to change to cope up with the competition. Means if the species they are living in same area and they perform some sort of competition, so these two species they tends to evolve continuously in order to live in this particular area. If they are not changing according to the environment or according to the competition given by another species, they are not able to live in that particular area. So this is how the red queen hypothesis suggests that the species which are living in and changing environment, because environment or area is continuously changing, so species which live in that particular area they tends to change or evolve continuously to live in that particular environment, which may be with the environment in which the competition is taken place. As in case of the host parasite interaction, host evolve itself and it develops some sort of resistance to this parasite, and parasite in return evolve in such a way that it can deal with this resistance in host. So this is how both host and parasite they evolve with the each other. So we have already discussed this in the coevolution. There are different examples in convergent evolution, divergent evolution, parallel evolution and adaptive radiation. We have already discussed all these topics in the previous video. I will give you a link in description box. If you want to know more about this in detail, you can watch that video. So this is all about the patterns of evolution. If you have any type of query regarding this topic, you can ask me in comment section, and if you find the content useful, please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel Biology on Earth.